Welcome back to the Red Star Rides. I'm your host Connor, and in today's video I'll be reviewing Rita at Alton Towers. This is an incredibly overhated Intamin hydraulic launch coaster, and I don't think it deserves any of that hate. It is a good ride that is just short, like all the hydraulic launch coasters by Intamin. All of them are short, except for really Formula Rossa, but there aren't many enthusiasts that have been on Formula Rossa. So, in this review, I will be defending Rita and explaining why it is indeed a good coaster. It gets way too much hate, and the good things of this ride. It does have a few bad things, which I will point out, but overall, this is a great coaster, and it doesn't deserve the amount of hate that it gets. Rita is 2,099 feet long, 68 feet tall, 61 miles per hour, and a launch from 0 to 61 in 2.5 seconds. Not the fastest of the Intamin hydraulic launches, but it is still a powerful one nonetheless. This coaster pulls 4.7 Gs and has 20 riders per train. It was previously known as Rita Queen of Speed from 2005 to 2009, and yeah, this coaster, the stats aren't particularly impressive, but then again, RMC shows that stats don't need to be impressive for a coaster to be a good ride. Let's hop into the layout of Rita and just showing what this coaster does great. Rita starts off very much like Stealth with a light above you counting down to green, and once it hits green, sending you away to 61 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. After the launch, you bank to the right, hitting a large right-hand turn before popping up into a twisting airtime hill, going back down to the left before popping back up into another twisting airtime hill, this time going to the right, with a long drawn-out right-hand turn before popping up into, once again, another kind of twisted hill before hitting one final pop of airtime before the brakes, and that is Rita. Rita, like most Intamin hydraulic launch coasters, is short, and the layout basically said all I needed to say. It is short. Extremely short. 25 seconds? No. Not good. It's 2,000 feet long, which, 2,000 feet isn't that long either. When you look at this coaster and you see it going all around you, you're like, this is going to be a decently long ride experience. No, it's not. Because it's 68 feet tall and it goes 61 miles per hour, it is literally zooming through every single element, which is something I like. The pacing on this coaster is pretty fantastic. And because the pacing is so good, I give this coaster extra points. It is constantly going fast throughout the whole layout, which a lot of coasters don't do. One of them being Stealth. Stealth kind of stalls at the top of the top hat, which I understand that's the point, but this coaster is different. It doesn't stall anywhere. It's constant speed the whole ride, and I think that is a bonus to this coaster, especially because it also has a launch. If it was a lift hill, it'd be a little bit of a different story, but because it's a launch and it seemed to like a drag race of some kind, the theme's confusing on this coaster, because I don't really know what to think of it. It is a car overrun by the woods, and you're trying to escape the forest. It says that to you very clearly before you launch. And, it's fine. The theming is not elaborate, but there's vines going up wooden structures, and it has a nice sound when you launch, like Stealth does. So, I'm not complaining. It's better than your average Six Flags or Cedar Fair coaster. Not really modern Cedar Fair coasters, because they've done better with their coasters recently. Cedar Fair has. So, kudos to them. But, anyways, Rita, the elements on this coaster, while generic, aren't bad at all. The turns, they shouldn't be as drawn out as they are, but the hills in the back row give some pretty decent floater, and the final pop into the brakes gives some really strong ejector. So I'm quite surprised by that. And yes, I do recommend doing this in the back row, but the front row is also preferred because the speed in your face, the wind, everything, it combines to make a great experience. This coaster is overall just an enjoyable ride. You can ride this over and over again, and you will not get sick. The re-rideability of this coaster is fantastic, and you can't say the same thing for something like Nemesis or Smiler in the same park. Stealth is kind of the same way as well. You can re-ride that over and over again. That's something I like with these hydraulic launch coasters. You can just keep on re-riding them. The three that I've been on, King to Ka, Stealth, and this, super re-rideable. So for Rita's final score, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Good experience, great coaster. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.